Alright, hi everybody. It's Bald Guy 922. I'm not doing Bleach now. I'm doing One Piece. I did not stutter when I said that. I'm doing One Piece. This chapter. Let's clear the air. Let's clear the air. Because next Saturday, there's going to be a fight. Listen, man. Listen. I'm going to say it right now. Beginning of this chapter, what did we have? Okay, in the beginning of this chapter, and this is 723, One Piece chapter review. Change of plans. Beginning of this chapter, we had Sanji giving his Denmushi to Kinemon. And Kinemon and Zoro are in front of the Coliseum waiting for Luffy and trying to figure out when he's coming out and how he's going to meet up with them. And on the side, we have Bartolomeu ogling over Zoro. He's the right-hand man of Luffy, and he's like tears, and he's so like going fanboy on Zoro. And he was saying how Zoro defeated 100 men at Misty Peak. Yeah. But at the end of this chapter, hey, who came out on top? It was Sanji, mother. Hey, listen, man. Zoro Fanboy 124 and King of Lightning. This is round 2. Yeah. Comic-Con is going to be round 2. Right now, King of Lightning's winning. Hey, I had to bring it up, people. I had to bring it up. But yeah, this is the review. That was the beginning part of the chapter I told you just now. There in front of it, and we have, like I said, Bartolomeu was oogling over Zoro, saying how he defeated 100 men at Misty Peak, and so on and so forth. And Sanji tells him, I'm going to be the one to go save Nami and everything, and so on and so forth. And you'll tell me your status about how they're going to meet up with Luffy. They don't know how to meet up with him. Zoro's making cracks, saying he'll cut up an opening. We have Bartolomeu. That's under Zoro Senpai. 100 men at Whiskey Peak. And he's like going crazy over him and shit and all that stuff. Now, after that, we see this guy Gladius. Now, listen. When Gladius, there's a scene when Gladius, his top hat explodes, and he reveals his hair. Yo, I have to say yo for this one. I just noticed something about his hair. There's a little manga, a little seinen manga. It's called Dorohedoro. You know the guy named Een? Hair looks like it. I swear to God, not joking around. I will prove it right now. For the first time, I'm going to show you. Now, look here. This is Een's hairdo, right? It's back like that. In this chapter, when we see this guy, Gladius's hair, it's the same way. And I'm like, whoa. I just noticed it. I was like, holy shit. It's just like Een's. Not exactly the same, but close. But basically what's happening in this part, Gladius is talking to Baby 5 and saying that that woman's betrayal messed up my plans and so on and so forth. Black Nate, he was saying that Sanji was supposed to get nabbed by Violet to acquire all his data from his head and so on and so forth, take one on by one. But somehow she stabs her own subordinates and escapes. And she says, "Oh, Baby Five's like, oh, you're about to blow," and he blows, and you see his hair, and it's back, it's spiky, and I'm like, it's not exactly like Een's from Dorohedoro, but similar. And I was surprised. I was like, wow. Oh, by the way, this chapter gets 5 out of 5. For anyone who's wondering. So basically, then I stumble said Een. Gladius says she betrayed us, and anyone who betrays their own master cannot be allowed to live. And he's saying that she seemed off from last night. And he's part of the Pika army. And I took a little look, and he was explaining it. Yeah, each of the Royal Flush Gang has their own army. That's bad news. That's mega bad news. So you have your own freaking army. Each one of them. So it's pretty grim. You got Diamante. It was explained last week's chapter. If you want to go take a look at that about the three. And those three have their own armies. And that is a little bit. And he's like going on saying that he noticed that something was off about Violet. Then we have Violet and we got Sanji. And he's like, and he's a little googly over Violet and stuff. And saying that the Marines are there. Their harbor is littered with Marines. And so on and so forth. And she apparently with the Shenrigan, Senrigan. I'm like, what is stuff from Naruto? No, I didn't mean to say that. But she apparently could see anything from her current position. Whoa. Anything. Any part of their Dressrosa or like anything. I'm like, damn, you could look everywhere. Damn, now those are some good pair of eyes. And she says it's within a 4,000 mile radius, which is pretty damn good. And she says, I will. And she says that apparently that lightning struck on the ship, on the Sunny. And we see Nami, Chopper, Brooke, and they just took out her jaw and stuff. And she's like saying, you call him Miss Universe and stuff. And she informs them that he never stepped down from Super Guy. Gets out of the bag, and they're like, what? They're all screaming and freaking out. And that's the whole bit. Also, a little line from Brooke. He was saying, I'm not going to look at her panties. And they're in a trap. And then we go back to Doflamingo. Now, he used to be a celestial dragon. He's not anymore. See, that's the whole gist of this conversation. I already explained in last week's review about the whole kind of thing with the 19 families, 20 families, that whole bit, and so on and so forth. And basically, he's saying, what is blood, what is fate, he's pressed for time. He's going to talk about all the good old days, but he has something to do with the Straw Hats, Luffy and Dressrosa. After that, Fujitora hears of thunder or lightning, and then Law realizes that Nami was able to control the weather correctly. And then Law tells him, oh, you don't really think I gave you Caesar's heart, do you? That was Caesar's. I don't know, I'm telling you now, but Caesar's. He squeezes it, and it's not. It's one of his subordinates. And he does room. He does room within, just that. Because Fujitora let go of his gravity. And boom. Just like that. He's up and running. He gets Caesar, and he's running Law. And Doflamingo's saying, oh, well, I got my hands on this kid. You're not going to go anywhere. And Forrest up ahead, and the crew sees, Brooke, Nami, and Chopper, and Mononosuke. They notice the fighting fish below. And then Jorah's like saying, he's known for destroying battleships. And what Law decides to do is to go on the bridge that connects Greenbit and Dressrosa, and he's going to throw Caesar onto the Sunny so that they get him. That way, at least if he gets knocked out or killed by a Doflamingo, he says, I can buy time enough for them to escape. He's headed for the bridge, so on and so forth. And he says, so that's how it is, Doflamingo says. He says, oh, Doflamingo's going in. Oh, my God, they're going right after him. And then he says, watch carefully, Law. Your alliance members are going to get massacred right before your eyes. And just then, King of Lightning loses control, and everything just goes like, everything stops. Everything stops, and you're like, what? What? You go, what? You go, what? You don't even say what. You say, what? And you just see out of nowhere, Sanji. Those are my comrades crapping their pants down there. Get the hell away from them. He kicks them. I swear to you. It looks to me almost like Doflamingo had to defend with his leg up. And it was like a big, powerful pooh. And next thing Doflamingo says is this. Looks like a strong one has shown up. And they're all like, Sanji! Bobby's crying, and everyone's crying. It's just so funny. And get the hell away from it. It says Black Leg versus the Heavenly Demon. Listen. To Zoro Fanboy124, I have only this to say. Hey man, that's them the ropes. Them the ropes. Sanji, man. That was an epic chapter. You had the thing with what I was saying about Zoro that I connected with this thing. And just think about that. In the beginning, you saw Zoro, and you see freaking Bartolomeu saying, "Oh, Zoro, he's like fanboying over Zoro." At the end of the chapter, you have Sanji doing some epic, crazy shit. And the only thing I have to say is this. What has Zoro done lately? Hey, man. Them the ropes. Them the ropes. Now, I'm not going to do what everyone else wants to do. Get up and do a kick. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to say this. This fight is going to be... Hey, Comic-Con's next Saturday. Next Saturday is Comic-Con. So, okay, Lightning. Meet Zoro Fanboy124. But anyway, beside that point, this is going to be an epic fight. No doubt about it. I don't know if they're going to fight in the air. This freaking Sanji came out of nowhere. I was like, what the? Where'd you come from? I'm looking at the chapter, and I'm like, where'd he come from? I think I don't know where he came from. I have no idea where Sanji came from. It must have been from the boat. He must have, he was with Violet, so he must have gone to the harbor and just rather was on the bridge or was skimming along the water and just did skywalk. Because that came out of nowhere. I'm like, where did you come from? Where did you come from, Sanji? You came out of left field, man. Left field. Damn. Damn. But yeah, out of nowhere. I know. I saw King Mike. It was, Jesus Christ. He was freaking out. He was freaking, his foot. Too much. But this was a great chapter. I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, I guess they're going to fight on the sunny, or they're going to fight on air. He's going to do skywalk. But I think what's going to happen is Sanji's going to do skywalk as he's fighting Doflamingo. I don't know if Law's going to get involved. I think he might stay his ground and say no. I might have an opportunity to throw Caesar on the ship and try to get Jorah, get the Thor or whatever. And then there might just be an epic battle between Sanji and Doflamingo. Now, Zoro Fanboy124, do not fret, because I am going to say it right now. If he's fighting Doflamingo, there's a possibility, it's only a possibility, It isn't guaranteed yet. Because right now, Zoro's already back at the Coliseum. If he is needed, now this is only if Fujitora gets involved, we might see that fight. But right now, it's all about Doflamingo and Sanji. That shit is going to be so epic that I don't think King of Lightning is going to have to take a breather. Yeah, I think he's going to need to calm himself. Because, let me tell you people. So, he's gonna need some medicine. Because he's pushing it. He's really pushing it. But overall, this was a great chapter. Oh man, I can't wait for next week's One Piece chapter review. That chapter. It's gonna be so goddamn epic. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh my god. What the holy shit. So, it's kind of funny because last week you had Brook. He had an epic moment. Sanji's having an epic moment. Like it where this is going. I like where this is going. This is going. Oh yeah! So yeah, that's the story, people. Awesome chapter of One Piece. There's nothing else I could say. I'm Bonkai922. I'll see you guys later. Hey, listen, about that guy, Gladius, man, he looks like him. Dorohedoro. Tell him, the hair is, it's there. It's there. Sanji, though. Sanji the Black Leg. He's special. He's special. See you guys later.